we're going to be doing a spin the wheel stream for yo-yo tricks. So stick around. It's going to be a great time, and I hope you enjoy the stream. So let's see what we land on first. I might need to adjust the lighting just a little bit so you can actually see. I'll slow it down just a little bit so that we can get to the point that it actually stops for our first yo-yo challenge. So let's see what we land on. This one spins for so long. All right, we're starting off with blindfolded right out the gate. All right, so let's do this thing. We'll start off with our first one, our blindfolded yo-yo tricks. How's it going, Kyle? Appreciate you being here. We're gonna see what yo-yo tricks I can land blindfolded. Let's see if I can land a 1.0 hook. Might be harder than I thought. Maybe instead of 1.0 hook, let's try boing boing. Boom. You love to see it. Our first blindfolded yo-yo trick. How's it going, Kyle? Appreciate you being here. Happy Friday. Or it might actually be Saturday where you're at, right? Because Vietnam is ahead. Did you have a good week? Close out pretty well? Dang, this string is so short. I have to know though, Kyle, how did marinating the chicken go? I know that you were mentioning you were having a hard time with that yesterday. I had a hard time swallowing it too. Didn't turn out as well as you'd hoped. I'm sorry to hear that. Yo, how's it going, Moo? Let's see. Moses, I almost missed it. How's it going, Moses? Appreciate you being here. We just finished our first spin the wheel challenge of blindfolded boingy boing. In a couple minutes, we'll try our next spin the wheel to see what we've got in store for today. Just for people to know though, these are the categories we've got so far. I'll try and get this back. We got long string, super short string, solo hum, playing with my left hand for yo-yo tricks, 3A using both hands, blindfolded, which we just did, DNA, blacklight, and those are all the categories for tonight. So in a little bit, I'll spin it one more time. Or actually, you know what? Let's just spin it one more time right now. Yo, how's it going, Calls? Appreciate you being here, man. Hope you enjoy the stream. We're gonna be having some fun tonight. Playing some yo-yo trick challenge games. I'm not sure I know what you mean by that, Moses, but have I ever tried 360 tricks? I have, and I usually get dizzy. So we just got blindfolded, so I'll let it keep spinning just a little bit just because we just did blindfolded. But dark blue is soul hum. So let's do ourselves some soul hum. I have, while I'm getting my soul hum yo-yo set up, I have tried some 360 tricks. I did land 360 no scope the other day on stream. But I tend to get pretty dizzy doing 360 tricks, so I try and minimize those as much as I can. It's because it's hard on me sometimes. But if you have any recommendations for doable ones, I am all ears. But our next yo-yo challenge is solo hum, which is 2 off-string yo-yos at the same time on the same string for the most part. We'll try that one more time. Dang. I want to land this trick really quick. You'd recommend doing 360 whip next? What's the difference between 360 whip and 360 no scope, Kyle? I thought 360 no scope really was basically just doing a whip. Come on, yes. Boom. We'll take that. We'll take that. That was a fun one. I've been enjoying solo hum a lot lately. Yo, you have a DNA yo-yo? Nice. The DNA yo-yo is pretty fun. Ah, dang. I'm trying to learn Ghost from that. 360 whip is more specific. Can you tell me more what you mean by that? Because like from what I understand from 360 no scope, it's that basically you go 360 and then you do an under whip to catch it after the spin, right? So like what's the difference between that and 360 whip? Is it like an over whip instead? My placement always gets off when I try to do that. You're just scrolling waiting for the fight. Hey, thanks man, appreciate it. Lightweight destroyer. Are you waiting for a wrestling match tonight? Not cooperating with me at the moment, but that's okay. Oh, the Paul versus Tyson fight. That's tonight? I didn't know that. Do you know what time that's at? I'm sure that would be an interesting one to watch. Whatever trick you try is 360. I'd say it's 360 no scope because the idea is just 360 and do tricks. Fair enough. Man, I keep dropping my yo-yo, man. And my lighting. This is fine. We're good. My lighting equipment is attacking me, but it's fine. thing. Might need to switch the string, it keeps dropping. Yeah, they do feel kind of loose. And I think it's either the pads or the fact that the string is kind of older. Or maybe not quite as thick as the string that I usually use. I realized the other day that I could do it in that order, where like after that first bind, you can go straight into behind the back and then keep it going the other direction. I know they're repeats, but it's still kind of fun. Don't worry, you got the quick. I'm still not entirely sure what you're talking about, Moses, but I hope that you're having a good time and that you're enjoying the stream. Yo, how's it going, Brutus? Welcome, welcome. Welcome back. I do remember you from the other life. How can I forget a legendary, like, a legendary username like Brutus? I was trying to do one of those Ian Johnson ones where he throws straight into a recapture like that, where he'll go straight into the recapture and then he'll do a bunch of recapture elements after it. Like, I think he does, like, he starts here and then he'll go like behind the back or something. That could be a fun one. Wonder if that's something I should try doing. Yo, how's it going, Corey? Appreciate you being here. Thanks for the sub, Moses. W's in the chat for Moses Yo-Yo. Whenever you do a laceration, it gets stuck in a slip knot or doesn't bind. Interesting. Are you trying to do like an open string bind? So let me grab the 1A yo-yo and see if I can help you through that. So you're not sure? Oh, that's fine. So like when you do let's say you do a front throw this direction, right? Are you doing the laceration into the gap like that? Or are you doing it the other direction? Because I just barely got a knot in the axle trying to do it the wrong direction. So it could be from doing it the wrong direction. Just a normal unresponsive. I'll do a Dina in just a second. I just want to help out a little bit with the open string bind issue. So assuming you're doing a normal, just forward throw, or I guess a gravity pull, as long as you are whipping, assuming that you're right-handed, you're whipping clockwise, it should bind as long as you pull slightly up as the loop forms into the gap of the yo-yo. Let's just say I'm a little bit older than that, Brutus. I don't really feel comfortable telling people how old I am, but I'm old enough to have a full-time job, and I do indeed have a full-time job, so that year's old. But yeah, as long as you are throwing it into the gap the correct direction, and you pull up as the loop forms in the gap, you should be good to go. Just double check which direction you're doing the bind in relation to the direction your yo-yo is spinning. Because if you do it backwards, then that'll oftentimes end up in a either slip, like it won't like actually bind, or potentially a knot around the axle. Oh, thanks, Corey. Appreciate that. All right, let's get a DNA in here. You're 8. We got some young people on the stream today. There was a DNA request a minute ago, so let's see. I also kind of miss the old school Ian Johnson vibes at times because he was super energetic with his 4A. I also just realized this is a much shorter string than I thought it was because I was using this for 3A earlier today. So we got ourselves an onion DNA. I might need to get a longer string to get a more proper DNA. I'm trying to see if I've got a longer string laying around, but I'm not sure if I do. You just did it, let's go. That's okay if it wasn't too smooth, like you're getting there. It takes practice, but you landed it, and that's awesome. Congrats, man. What yo-yo is this? This is the Yo-Yo Friends AOE, but I'm going to be using a bunch of yo-yos tonight. This one is their budget plastic model that has a finger spin dimple. So I'm not sure if you can see it because of the lighting, but there's a little finger spin dimple right there that makes it a little easier to land a DNA. But the string is super short, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to get a full DNA going on. Oh, we got one. We take this. Yo, thanks for the support, Corey. I appreciate it. Glad you enjoy it. I enjoy making the videos, especially the live streams. Live streams are fun because then I get to interact with all of you guys. 2 tips: make a pinwheel, then pop to your hand. You want to rotate your left hand so your palm is facing forward. Interesting. I asked you yesterday if you could do the DNA again. You go to the goat chat. Double DNA, bro. I don't know if I can do the double DNA. I'd only have one yo-yo with a finger spin dimple. How can you remove tension? Great question. So let's say, I have a little bit of tension here. This is twisting. How do I even describe that? It's twisting this direction as opposed, like, I don't even know how to describe what direction that is, but it's too tight basically right now, right? So it has a little bit of too much tension. So you can loosen that a couple of ways. You can do a side winder, which is a bind to the side. So you bind, but as you pull up, you launch the yo-yo to the side, which can either tighten or loosen the string tension depending on which side you go on. It's a little bit harder to go the other way, but you can do it either direction. If you send the yo-yo to your right, it'll loosen the string. If you send it to the left, it'll tighten the string. And the DNA, depending on what direction the yo-yo is spinning, can tighten or loosen the string as well. Thank you. It's 8th angry grabs it. I'm not sure I understand what you mean, but so string tension. So what is string tension? It's how tightly wound your string is. And so that's what I was just showing is how to release string tension. So like right now, I'll get it so that it has too tight of a string tension, so it twists up going in this direction. That means it's too tight, and so we can loosen that by doing a sidewinder, launching the yo-yo to the right. That's one way you can do it. You can also do like a little mini one down here, either direction, depending on if you need it looser or tighter. You can also do a DNA or a UFO. So now my string tension is too loose. And so if you DNA in this direction, it tightens the string tension. And so now you'll see the yo-yo string is now just a little bit tight, and you can keep optimizing that until you find it to be pretty even. So after that one, it should be pretty neutral for the most part. Maybe just ever so slightly too tight. Oh, or loose, my bad. But you get the idea. Like you can tighten or loosen it depending on how tight it is. Yo, thanks Brutus, I appreciate it. You had YouTube change your name to Moses Yo-Yo. Good call. Also a great username in my opinion. But yeah, those are kind of the basics of string tension. If it's too tight, you want to loosen it, and if it's too loose, you want to tighten it. There's also an even simpler way that you can tighten or loosen the string. If you take your yo-yo and stop it from spinning, and then we turn it with our left hands, and we push it so that it is spinning this direction, it'll loosen the string, and if we go the opposite direction, it'll tighten the string. So there's lots of options for messing with string tension. Yo, how's it going, Burro Mocho? Welcome. Trying to roll my R's here. Thank you, I appreciate it. All right. I think we're about due for another spin of that wheel. So let's get some hype in the chat for the next spin of the wheel. Let's see what we land on. We've had a blindfolded trick so far. We've tried some solo hum. So let's see what our next trick is going to be. We've got some fun ones on here. We've got left-handed. We've got 3A, which is doing two yo-yos at the same time. We've got super short string, super long string. It'll be a fun time. We've even got the DNA on here this time. So we'll let this slow down just a little bit. We're almost there. This one always spins for so long. All right, what's green? Green is long string. Okay. I cut my long string yesterday, so I'm gonna need to get some new long string. So let me grab some from over here. And let's get ourselves a long string for one of our yo-yos. So we'll take the full length of the string, which is pretty long, and we will tie the smallest knot possible on here so that it stays as long as it can. Any requests on what tricks we try with super long string? I feel like a DNA is a must, but other than the DNA. We had a Godspeed request yesterday, which was fun. Could try some whip tricks. What y'all thinking? On a side note, if you're left-handed, the more you play, it'll loosen, whereas right-handed it'll tighten. That's very true. I have noticed that myself as well, and that's a great point. It's a great point. Trying to see which yo-yo to use for this. Let's use the AoE so that when we inevitably do a long string DNA, we are in good shape. Thank you. I appreciate it. My eyes are indeed very blue. I'll just swap out the string here real quick from our shorter string for 3A. I'll keep that to the side for a minute. And we will set this one up with the long string so that we can do some fun, really long string tricks. So let's get this on here. All right. Oh boy. So as you can see, the string is really long. So we can now do giant boing boing. And seasick, but it's really hard to control. Surprisingly enough, doing that double or nothing whip is actually almost easier with long string. And of course, we need to do the uber long string DNA. How many strands can we get with this thing? Oh my gosh, this is so hard to control. Oh boy, we'll get there. Yo, how's it going, Orlando? We're just doing some long string yo-yo trick shenanigans. I'm trying to see if I can get 3 or 4 stranded DNA with this thing. But it's so hard to control. Okay, that was an okay DNA. That was all right. It was all right. Could be better, but it wasn't bad for a first DNA. That sidewinder was kind of crazy though. That had like 5 strands just in the sidewinder. Yo, how's it going, Newt? Welcome, welcome. Hyped about Ultra Cut. That's one of the new that's one of the new yo-yos that may or may not have been announced yet, right? Has it been announced yet? If it hasn't been, I won't spoil it. Eli hops with the long string. That's a good idea. We should do that. Do I have any brain twister combos? I have one. I could try a brain twister combo with this thing. Holy crap, this thing is so long. I wonder how many wraps we can do with it. 3, 4, 5. And then it just has so much string, it just immediately responds. So let's see here. That ninja vanish is such a huge motion with the long string. Boom. The specs have been revealed. Alright, fair enough. I'm hyped about it. Oh yeah, I almost forgot Eli hops. Behold. We'll see if I can even get this all in the shot. I'm so glad I'm wearing gloves right now. My hands would be on fire from all this string burn. So fun. Oh my gosh. Long string better than short string. It depends for me. It depends. Long string is definitely more fun to mess around with, that's for sure. Because like the tricks are just like ridiculous, but they're fun. And like depending on what kinds of tricks you're doing, short string can make it easier or harder. Or sometimes even like impossible. Because like, try and do like a 5.0 hook on like super short string, it probably won't happen. You're gonna get one? Nice. Yeah, it'll probably be like super good. Like I wouldn't put it past our boy Philip. He'll make sure it's a really good one. Are they working on a SIG for you already from Pop? Or are you just like planning ahead for the future? Because that would be sick to have a Newt SIG. Speaking of which, if you did ever get a SIG, what would you call it? You know, if you had to come up with a name. Short strings are good for speed combos. Yeah, that's true. Long strings give players more space to do tech tricks and whips. Absolutely. Yeah, it's also, I don't know, this is like impractically long string, but in general, yeah, long string is very helpful for that kind of thing. This is just kind of absurdly long string. Come back. Oh my gosh. This string is so long. That one was pretty fun. They did say that 6 or some people are playing nice. You guys are going out with, so you can't, please do, oh, okay. So try and do a 360. I don't know any 360 1A tricks. Do we have any suggestions for 360 1A tricks? I know there's one where you like do an Eli hop and then like spin around while the Eli hop is like something like that. I don't remember. Thomas always does it. And I think you do it too, actually, Newt, don't you? Isn't there some 360 Eli hop thing? You're going to wait to reveal the name until you actually have one. That's fair. 360 laceration bind? Bro. Hold on. Yo, how's it going, Coyote? We got the DNA. We'll try the DNA and Godspeed with long string, which is what we're doing right now, super long string. And then we will do our next spin of the wheel. So we'll do a DNA. Maybe. It's so hard to control this long string. It gets so tangled. Come on, work with me. It was in the gap. No. Ah, man. I do know how to do a Godspeed combo. Maybe not necessarily the exact same combo that everybody else does, but I do know a speed combo. So I will do that in a second. I just need to land some. Oh, come on. He got on my thumb. No. Y'all don't even realize, like, doing long string tricks is actually so much harder than it looks. All right, we got this. There it is. Okay, we're taking that. We're taking that. There's the DNA for you, Kyle. We got it. Eventually. And there's your sidewinder as well. We'll even do it this way. Okay. And then we'll do our speed combo. And move on to our next spin of the wheel. Oh boy. I've gotten some dust in the bearing. It just got kind of loud. We will take that. You're a kid with your own yo-yo. Nice. Have I tried adding the revolution? Oh, you're right. I almost forgot the revolution. So that one is from something like that, right? 1 second. I got a pretty good axle knot out of that one. We may need to come back to our speed combo in a little bit once I can get this untied. But yes, I have tried that revolution a few times, and it is a fun one. I just am so used to doing my other speed combo, I don't always remember to throw it in there. But it is a cool element, and I'm glad you suggested it. So thank you for doing that. I may need to take a minute to untie this, but in the meantime, let us spin the wheel once I make any amount of sizable progress on this. Actually, you know what? Let's just spin it, and we will come back to it in a minute. All right, let's see here. You've been on the meta trick grind. Nice. Dude, double green triangle vanish looks really hard. Remy whip, neck wrist whip, yo. In 2.5 hours, my dude is speed running the meta tricks. Let's go. I have no idea what double GT that is, Kyle, but I'll need to look into it after stream. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, nice. I think we just did long stream, so we will let this keep going. We also already did solo hum, so we'll take whatever the light blue one is. Light blue one is left hand. All right. Let's do some left-handed tricks. What's the trick that I can try left-handed? I want to try a trick that's like gonna be kind of hard for me to land, not something too easy. I'm surprised I got that plastic whip actually, even though it didn't bind. Let's see here. Any suggestions for left-handed trick? Goodness, this string might be too short for my left hand. This trick was super special. It's your friend sponsored by Duncan. Nice. This is indeed a Duncan yo-yo actually. It is the Duncan of all. Killer good yo-yo. Oh my gosh, I can't even bind right now. I don't have the string. I'm so used to the long string. Goodness gracious, I don't even know the motion of boing boing with my left hand. What is going on? Let's see here. We can always do classic tricks like rock the baby. And I might regret this, but around the world. And then of course, we can also go for a laceration bind. Come on. There it is. We got it. We take those, a speed combo. No way, dude. Fine. I'll try a speed combo with it. My speed combo will look a lot like I'm doing right-handed yo-yoing. Something like that. I don't know. Sure. We'll call that a speed combo. Yo, how's it going, Donna? Welcome back. Welcome back. We've got some very young people in the chat today. I hope that have your a legal guardian or someone nearby to help out, because it's always good to be safe online. But I hope everybody's having a good Friday. We just finished a fun little challenge, and this is almost a second challenge actually, because the string is so freaking short. This might as well also be a challenge of short string. Speaking of which, was that a sufficient speed combo, by the way? Ghost Shot, welcome, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Happy Friday. Hope everybody's enjoying the stream, just chilling and doing some yo-yo tricks, having some challenges. It's a good time. This might as well be another challenge right now for short string. Holy cow, this string is super short. Do I even have enough string to do an arm combo? Just barely. You figured out how to do aerial beasting? Alright, I can try that. You're decent at the yo-yo too. Nice. Hey, how's it going, Ace? The Tyson start still hasn't started yet. Oh, does anyone know if this Tyson part's... Wow, let me try that again. Does anyone know if the Tyson fight has started yet? I don't know if it has. I haven't been checking. I know someone was in the chat earlier who was talking about it. I didn't quite catch when it was. It's sometime tonight. I'll try aerial beasting. Oh, sorry, yeah, Mike Tyson. Yeah, let's try aerial beasting. For those of you who are unfamiliar, beasting is this style of... That might have actually been it. Was that it? It's a counterweight style trick where you have the yo-yo and the counterweight spinning independently of each other. And I think I might have actually landed it on first try. The thing is, I don't know how to continue the beasting combo after that, because you're supposed to like be able to roll it on and off the string. You're doing great. I'm doing nice. It's always fun to yo-yo together. Was that the aerial beasting you were talking about, Kyle? Or were you talking about continuing it like that? Oh, that actually was kind of sick. That was kind of sick, not gonna lie. It also hurt because this yo-yo is sharp. But yo, that actually was kind of sick, not gonna lie. I wonder if there's a way I can land that again. Oh. I want to try that again. That was a really fun one, actually. Want to see if I can continue the beasting combo, you know? Because that's one of like the fundamental, one of the fundamental 5A tricks, right, is beasting. Can I do around the world? I sure can. To be fair, Kyle, I have practiced 5A more than I like. I've practiced 5A and beasting itself too, like 10 or 15 years ago. And so like, while I'm not a 5A main by any means, I've learned some of the fundamental 5A tricks. Beasting was one of them just because it looked cool. Something like that. Ah, dang. It might have been beginner's luck on that one. Also, there was a request for around the world on either side. Around the world, let go. And let me try that again. Around the world, let go, and catch. Boom. No. Like it just happened automatically when I tried to do the beasting last time, and now I don't remember how I did it. Ah. How did I do it? I'm clipping it so that I hopefully can look back and see what I did. Yeah, it's the timing that's hard on that timing and the momentum that's hard with the, oh yeah, it was kind of like that. It's kind of like that. Man, if there's a way I could keep the combo going, that'd be sick. No, that was it. We're gonna get this. We are absolutely gonna get this. Oof. This is our new challenge right now. Can we hit an aerial beasting combo? Oh, yes. It wasn't a smooth exit, but yes. No, come back. I really want to get that kind of smooth, you know? Because I would love to like continue that on into another trick. And not, you know, get in a knot. No. Well, we got some decent attempts in there. Yo, how's it going, Shravan? Thank you, Moses. I appreciate it. Hope y'all are enjoying the stream. If you are, please do consider leaving a like and subscribing so that you can be notified of future streams and so that more people can hear about and hopefully join the lives. It's always fun to be able to share yo-yo tricks with people that enjoy them. So if y'all happen to be those people, by all means, appreciate you being here. And especially if this is your, you know, if you're new to yo-yos, it's always fun to introduce yo-yos to new people too. It was worth a try. It was worth a try. You're impressed, thank you. The name of the yo-yo, this is the Yo-Yo Friends Pheasant. Not sure how well you can see it with the lighting, maybe if I hold it back here a little bit, but it's the Yo-Yo Friends Pheasant. It's a high-end bimetal yo-yo that's not usually used for 5A, but I found it's pretty good for 5A for me, and I had already dinged it up enough that it was vibey, and so I wasn't worried about playing 5A with it at this point. Man, I really want to find a way to control that after the bee sting. No, dang it. Ah, man. I have been using a lot of Yo-Yo Friends yo-yos lately. But you may also have noticed I have not used any Yo-Yo Friends off-string yo-yos recently. Yo, thanks for being here, Moses. Appreciate it. We'll see you around. Hope you enjoyed the stream. But yeah, I do tend to use a lot of Yo-Yo Friends yo-yos because they make good yo-yos. But I also like Duncan, and I like Japan Technology, and Spy, and a bunch of other brands too. There's lots of good yo-yos on the market now. Oh goodness, that was not smooth anyway. Man, I really want to figure out that landing, dude. Come on now. Is this a hint for something tomorrow, Teehee? No? But if you want it to be, you can. Nah. In case you're wondering, no, I don't have any sponsorships at the moment. But as soon as I do, and it is the right time to mention it, I will let y'all know. But yeah, currently I'm unsponsored. Oof. Yo, how's it going, Kua? Welcome. Or excuse me, Kawa. Welcome, welcome. We're just trying some 5A and then we are going to do another spin of the wheel. We have hit left hand, long string. We didn't necessarily hit it, but we tried it with short string. We did blindfolded, we've done solo hum. So we've done a lot of the challenges already, actually. I think the only ones left on there are DNA and 3A. What were the other ones? I'm trying to remember. Yeah. I will figure out that dismount somehow. It's just so unruly. It's hard to control it because it's moving so fast. And I feel like I have to like stop the momentum, but I really don't want to stop the momentum. I want to keep it going. I don't know. We'll see. But let us spin the wheel again. I'm curious what we're going to land on. We still have DNA. Oh, that's the other one. We also have blacklight for tonight, which is going to be glow in the dark. So that'll be fun. You're going to Japan today? Yo, that's... Oh, sorry, you're going tomorrow. That's crazy. Have fun, man. Yo, Moses, I will try my best to live stream tomorrow as well. I will see if I have enough time to, and if I might even live stream at Yo-Yo Club tomorrow if people are open to that, but I also don't want to pressure people. Alrighty, let's see here. It keeps on spinning past stuff, and I feel like this has to be weighted wrong or something because it keeps going back to the same two. So we've already done left hand, we've already done solo hum, we've already done short string. So the one that was closest to left hand that we haven't already done is 3A. So let's try 3A. I was doing some 3A earlier today because yesterday, Kyle, shout out to you, requested I do 3A. And I tried a very popular 3A trick called Coro Coro. And I kind of did it. Oops. Well, there goes half my yo-yo. But I kind of did it, but I wasn't really satisfied with it, so I wanted to get better at it. So I practiced it a little bit more today, right? And so I kind of want to show you all the progress that I made on Coro Coro. And see if we can get a better dismount. So we'll get this put back together and add the shorter string to it so that it matches with the other yo-yo, and let's give this a go. Thanks, Kawa, appreciate it. And while I'm getting this set up, if y'all are enjoying the stream, do please consider leaving a like and subscribing if you're new. You'll get notified every time I go live, and try and go live several times a week. Yeah, no problem, man. Okay, let me find there's the other one. All right, so here's the other 3A yo-yo. And so what we're going to do is we will have one yo-yo in each hand. And we're going to do a trick that uses both of them. Yo, 1.39K, you love to see it. You love to see it. Thanks, man. I appreciate you sharing that. All right, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do two yo-yos at the same time. And they're going to be interacting with each other. So let's see if I can land this first try. Kind of, but I'm not going to be able to get out of it before it dies. But that's okay. It somehow came unwound, and these are not the same length string, fun fact. I thought they were. They're not. But that's okay. Yo, thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it, man. let me get these yo-yos back up and we'll try that again. 3A is very fun, but it is also very easy to mess up. So this might take a couple of tries, but that's okay. In the meantime, if anybody has any favorite 3A tricks they'd like to see me try, let me know. I don't know very many, but I'm happy to try learning them. If people know some tricks they'd like to see. Okay. What? What happened? Hello? They got in a knot before I even did anything, excuse me? No worries, man. If you gotta head, if you gotta head out, no worries. But I appreciate you being here. Let me see if I can get this untied. That's the one downside to 3A, is that your strings get really tangled. If you think you get into big knots with other styles, oh man, wait till you try 3A. Or solo hum for that matter. But we will get this untangled eventually. The other problem too is that the strings, like we were talking about before, have some really weird string tension at the moment. And I think that's what caused some of this big old knot to form. So if you're wondering what yo-yo players do on a regular basis when they're not doing tricks, they're untying knots from trying tricks. Okay, so we'll get that string tension. This is another way to get back to relatively neutral string tension, is to take the string off of your hand and untie it, and just let it naturally wind. All right. Okay, we got one. Now let's get the other one. We're gonna land Coro Coro today. Don't worry. Might take a little bit of effort to get it started again, but that's okay. Okay, we got it. All right. Okay, now can I figure out how to get these untangled from each other? No. But we kind of had the essence of the trick though, which I would say is a win in my book. We take those. Oh, you can stay. Sorry, I misread that. I thought you said you can't stay. Well, I'm glad that you're able to stick around, Moses. Appreciate you being here. Dang, that was so close. I just wasn't ready to catch them at the same time. But they did both bind at the same time. Hey, hey, nice. Awesome. Okay. Let's take a break from solo hum for a little bit. How's everybody's evening going? Anybody got any fun plans for the weekend so far? Got my friend is doing his doctorate in music. So I'm going to be going to one of his concerts tomorrow, which will be fun. You had to go get your friend. Nice. 360 whip. All right. We'll try 360 whip again. We take those. That was close enough. It twisted the string, but it whipped. Boom. We take those. Let's go. I know, right? First try. After the request. You love to see it. And then I drop everything else. But we landed the trick that was the request, and that's what matters. Can I go 2 for 2? We can. Let's go. Maybe I was overestimating the difficulty of this, or I'm just getting better at spinning, or I'm getting lucky. I don't know which. I might have been getting lucky. But either way, still cool. Don't tease the yo-yo. Fair enough. I was trying to go for an over whip on that one. Welcome, Dev, by the way. Appreciate you being here. Let's go for a big trick. Dang. We got the grind to the bind, but not the regen after, darn it. I think you're right. I think these pads are getting a little bit worn down, which is not good because these are, well, this might be one of my, I mean, I haven't had this yo-yo for that long. But that's okay. It happens. How about my best move? How about we show it in the black light? So let me turn some of these lights off. Let me find the remote. I'm going to do some black light yo-yoing. Welcome. Maybe. Let me make sure that this is untangled. It shows a great time for this to get tangled, right as I turn the lights off. Right when I'm trying to have like a suspenseful little thing. Well, that's okay. Okay, alright, we'll take it apart and we'll try again. What a time. What a time for my string to get tangled. In the meantime, how's everybody been doing? I'm just getting our yo-yo back. I indeed have shouted you out a few times, Moses. Not to worry. All right, let's do some blacklight solo hum. So close. We're gonna land this, don't worry. All right, we did it. We are in the mount. Dude, that orange glows so well, it's crazy. Bro, it looks so good, dude. Blacklight solo hum is so fun. It's also so hard to see. Hit your hand on that one. Yeah, no thank you, Deb, but appreciate the request. But nope. Gonna see if I can land it. Like there's a pretty cool trick I learned earlier or recently, and I think it'll look really cool in the black light. Not bad, eh? Not bad, huh? This is pretty cool. Like I don't know, man. I really like black light yo-yoing, even though it's hard to see. It's still fun. And we got a knot in the string. Love that. There we go. It's so hard to see, man. But it's fun. Alright, maybe we should turn the light on so I can actually see what's going on. Because at the moment, it's very difficult to see. But if y'all are enjoying the stream, appreciate you being here. Alright, let's get the light back on and get in our final. Gotta warm up the lights again, man. Okay, let's get in our final challenges for our spin the wheel challenge. We've done blindfolded, we've done long string, we've done 3A, we've done left hand, we've done solo hum, We've done our short string, we've done our black light, we've technically done the DNA too, but it's the only one we haven't really like spun yet other than black light. So the last one will be the DNA. So let's do it. We'll do short string DNA since I don't particularly want to change the string again. No. Excuse me. The onion has arrived. Man, the DNA and I are not cooperating right now with short string, but that's okay. There it is. We take those. And the final challenge is now complete. How'd you all like that? You enjoy the spin the wheel challenge? It's always fun to give those a try, you know? Spices things up every now and then and gives you some fun ideas for tricks and challenges you might not do otherwise. Dang. Yeah, it's always fun to do those kinds of challenges. I feel like I might have the settings on these lights wrong. There we go. That looks more like it. Sorry about that. There we go. That looks more like it. All right. I hope everybody has been having a good night. I am probably going to take a break from here, but if y'all enjoyed the live, please do leave a like and subscribe so you can be notified for future lives. And I really appreciate y'all being here. And I hope you have a great evening. See you around, y'all.